What have I learned, you ask? My first project ever at iCREATE was this Pac-Man maze. I worked with my team to convert the old cardboard maze into a fancier wooden one. I have learned that wood looks much better than cardboard. The Pac-Man maze was put to test at Port Jefferson's Maker Faire. I have learned from Josh, Dave's son, on how to be the very best hype man for kids. This summer also consisted of conducting many tours for different groups of students. I have worked with orientation leaders, commuter student assistants, philosophy students, and much more. I've learned how to work with different groups of students as well as conducting these tours and do trainings on most of the technologies here at iCREATE. A big part of this summer was summer camp. iCREATE hosted its first ever summer camp and it took our staff weeks to prepare and perfect it. I was also a mentor for WISE Tech Prep, another summer camp WISE and iCREATE co-hosted. This was a challenge that took me out of my comfort zone and has taught me a lot. Working with kids was the #1 challenge. I learned how to work with kids of different ages and of different personalities. I've also learned how to teach what I have learned here at iCREATE to these kids in fun, interactive ways. Most importantly, I've learned how to work with my team members to accomplish goals, as well as work with others outside of my team. As a MEC major, my goal this summer was to apply my classroom knowledge in action and learn what they can't teach me in the classroom. I've accomplished that and so much more. This summer at iCREATE was a really rewarding summer.
To look at the daily operations of all our iCREATE facilities from the perspective of finding ways to improve and streamline different processes. In particular, our operations team created QR codes to allow for quicker access to important iCREATE Google Forms like training certification and the new member form. I learned exactly what problems to look for in the daily operations of each facility and noticed that a lot of operations really focuses on visualizing the future implications of certain processes and decisions. So I often found myself trying to visualize iCREATE from the perspective of new members and consultants, asking myself, how will people react to this particular space setup, and will people understand what is expected of them once we introduce this new system? Another thing that this summer helps me refine was knowing how to have effective meetings and making sure to deliver and receive necessary information within a set time frame. Since I was always having meetings of some sort with my coworkers, I got lots of practice in expressing my thoughts clearly and working with people of all different types. There were also many tasks to accomplish at iCREATE, and so I learned how to ask for help from others and delegate, as well as how to prioritize tasks on Kanbanji. Over the summer, I also trained new members on technology and how to give facility tours as opposed to trainings, and helped organize the facilities and work on new spaces. I also did some administrative tasks and helped out with various summer camps. I also worked with Ongid to scan the heads of students in the Freedom School to create mini 3D